What was the first memorable time that you rode a Santa Cruz Megatower?
I think probably the course preview in Val d'Ifasa was the first real.
Was it?
Yeah, the first real time I got my teeth into one and was blown away by it. The trail was nice and fresh, and it was just pretty blown away by it.
My favourite ride in memory aboard the first version of the Megatower was probably either that ride we did in Val d'Ifasa with Rich from GNBM, because it was the start of the season, we'd both got new bikes, and the trail was absolutely incredible, and yeah, it was just good fun. And I'd say the second one was getting to ride with Anne-Caroline Chausson. You thought I was going to say you there, didn't you? Getting to ride with Anne-Caroline Chausson and Tracy Mosley in Les Ors in 2018.
I was just thinking there actually, in Val d'Ifasa, I'd been asked to do a stage preview of the Tutti Frutti stage, which was obviously about 13 minutes long, and I'd started my GoPro at the top. I thought I'd started my GoPro at the top. I'd actually just turned it on, and obviously they've got like a 5 or 6 minute cycle where they turn off if you don't use them, and I was about halfway down the stage doing a full run, absolutely gassed, and I heard my GoPro start beeping. Oh, no. And it basically just turned off. So I turned it on halfway down and then said to Nico at the bottom, yeah, I don't know if I got the top half of that. I'd been talking the whole way, like I'd been mic'd up. I'd been talking the whole way, you know, panting like an old Doug. And I'd effectively not got the first 2/3 of the stage. So back down to the bottom, got the last lift up after just being basically at threshold for 13 minutes. And then had to do it all again. And obviously, second time, needless to say, I didn't have the same enthusiasm.
I remember that. I remember a sense of humour being at an all-time low.
That was probably my worst memory. Not really the bike's fault. The bike was great, but yeah.
I think the best thing about the old bike, and especially because we are lucky enough to get to ride in a lot of different places, is that it always felt like the right bike. Never felt too long or too slack, never felt too steep or too short. It was always just absolutely spot on. So I was pretty, I don't want to say relieved, but I did think that there was a chance with, you know, we've seen a lot of the sort of so-called super enduro bikes come out from Nuke Proof, with the Giga, Norco's range, and I thought maybe Santa Cruz might go proper limousine, really stretched 180. And I'm glad they didn't actually, because I think that when you ride as much stuff as we do, that having a bit of versatility is key. So that's key, but equally, like everybody else, I want it longer, faster.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I agree with you. I like that they've been quite conservative with the updates. You know, a little bit more travel, a little bit longer, a little bit slacker. Like they've not just gone, you know, fully in one direction. And I think it's that refinement I'm really looking forward to, you know, building on a platform that we kind of know and love, and just seeing what, you know, the kind of 3 to 4 years of development that they've done feels like. I think it will be, yeah, it would be exciting.
First thing I'll put in the glove box, I like the idea of the glove box because I am a fairly fussy person given how slowly I tend to travel, and I don't like packs or bum bags and stuff, so I run bib shorts. So that would allow me to get a couple of things out of those, so hopefully some tools, tool roll, and maybe a tube. But I also like the idea of putting on one of those wee lightweight Giro jackets that we have in there as well. Okay.
What do you think I'm most likely to put in the glove box?
What do I think you're most likely to put in the glove box? I think some kind of muscle-based energy bar that comes in like tinfoil and looks like it should be in the space shuttle. And
I've not been to the gym in a bit.
I'd also say, don't know, maybe a load of golf balls in case you find.
I wonder how many golf balls you could fit in.
Right, let's talk about what we're building them up with then. So we've got Santa Cruz reserve wheels.
Yep.
That I've actually checked, which are actually, I have been reliably informed, they've been built by legendary bike mechanic hat trick, Doug Hatfield. So that's cool. I mean,
World Cup winning mechanic.
World champ
Built wheels.
winning, yeah. I mean, that'll make no difference for me. Shimano XTR 9100.
Yeah.
Which-
full group set, wasn't it?
Full group. I have a lot of time for that group set in that I wrote a little article that's on Enduro+World+Series.com, research, and sort of, I think it was 3 years in the making that. And yeah, like they went from making XTR just as light as possible to as tough as possible. Seamless shifting, so I like to tell myself it's like a dog box in a rally car. It just goes up, bang, 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 and you're away. That's really good. Bergtech controls, so Bergtech bars, Bergtech stem, which we were both on last year. What grips did you run? Did you run the same grips?
Bergtech, the Minar signature.
Super soft ones.
Soft.
Yeah.
Which you've got a theory about, because mine are more worn than yours, and you think I hang on too tight.
Did I say that?
You said that, yeah, which has stuck with me, and now I don't know how to stop hanging on too tight because I overthink it.
Maybe you just ride more than me. Yeah, so Bergtech bars, 780. What do you cut?
300.
You fool.
Free. Look at the width of that there. Look.
There you go. No wonder you're hanging on too tight.
I'm like a paraglider.
Yeah, 780 bars, 30mm rise, 35mm.
Same, yeah. And we're back on Vittoria tyres, so Matza front and rear.
Yeah, always 2.6.
Matza 2.6s, 29-inch obviously, because the new Megatower is not mixed wheel. And then finally, we've got a rather special new saddle that I don't think we can actually talk about yet.
My name's Tom. We're here at Tweed Valley Bikes on the High Street in Innerleithen. We're here today building up the new Megatower for Ric and Ruaridh for the 2022 EWS season.
Here we are then at the top of one of the Tweed Valley's most famous trails with my new version 2 Santa Cruz Megatower. Similar setup for me this year. I've got Shimano XTR, I've got Fox suspension front and rear, Bergtech components, a rather special saddle I can't tell you anything about, Vittoria Matza tyres on reserve wheels, and I could bore you with more detail, but I actually just want to go and ride this bike. So let's go and see what it's like on the actual trails. There we are then, just one trail in, not really, if I'm honest, enough information to tell you how good this bike is, but definitely feels like a logical step on from the last one. You can feel it's slightly bigger, you can feel the seat angle slightly steeper when you're climbing, you can feel that the front end has a bit more bite in it, and that the whole thing just feels, I don't know, fresh and new, which obviously it should do. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to find out what we do with our bikes this season. They're going to go all over the world with us to the EWS E and EWS races, which start very soon with the EWS E and EWS Tweed Valley in just a week's time. Join us right here and on GMBN for all the action. We'll see you then.